from the book of Colossians, chapter 1, verse 12 to 22. Let's read. Giving thanks unto the Father, which has made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in truth, who has delivered us from the power of ignorance and has translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son, who is his Son. His Son is Christ, his own loving nature. And what is his kingdom? His kingdom, the promised land, is the spiritual mind. Continuing in verse 14, in whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sins. Now, what does that mean? It means in whom we have redemption through his life, meaning his nature, meaning his being. What is his being? His being is a loving nature. And through that loving nature, even the removal of error thoughts, because sin is error thoughts. Forgiveness simply means that you forgive, you remove it, you see? And what removes it? Who removes it? Christ. God's loving nature removes your error thoughts. Love is, don't the scriptures tell you that God is love and that love is a consuming fire? What does that fire consume? It consumes sin, error thoughts, erroneous thinking that you used to have. Verse 15, who is the image of the invisible power, which is love. God's loving nature is his Son, his image, you see, that proceeds from love, is his nature, which is a loving nature, the firstborn of every creature. For by him were all things created that are in heaven, meaning in your mind and your thoughts, and that are in the earth, meaning your heart. Earth is an anagram for heart. It symbolizes your emotions, your feelings, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. All things were created by love and for love. And he is before us. No, he is before all things. And by him all things consist. All things consist through love. Love is what powers all of this, including us. Without love, nothing exists. And he is the head of the body, of the being, of the nature. The church is the body, the being, and the nature. Who is the beginning? Love is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead. The dead are the carnally minded, according to Romans chapter 8, verse 6. So the resurrection of the dead is a spiritual resurrection, an internal resurrection. You are resurrected from the carnal mind into life and peace, which is the spiritual mind, you see. That in all things he might have preeminence. For it pleased the Father that in him should all fullness dwell. And having made peace through the life of his cross, his body, his nature, his being, by him to reconcile all things unto himself, by him. I say, whether they be things in the earth, in the mind, in your thoughts, or things, things in earth, meaning things in your emotions, in your heart, or things in heaven, your mind or your thoughts. And you that were sometime alienated and enemies in your mind by wicked works. You see, you did the wicked works in you. What were the wicked works? You are cursing God's name, his nature. His name is I am, right? His name also means nature. Nature, God's nature is love, right? His being. I am salvation is Christ's name. I am is the awareness of being. It is also love. So the Savior or the salvation is God's loving nature, you see? Yet now hath he reconciled in the body or the being or the nature of his doctrine, his flesh. Didn't Christ say, eat my flesh and drink my blood? That means make yourself one with my doctrine. That is the meaning of that, you see? He's not telling you to eat his literal body. He's not telling you to eat flesh. Since God's Son is God's loving nature, we can't eat his flesh. But what we can eat is his word. We can make our mind eat or take in his doctrine, the doctrine of love, the doctrine of a loving nature. Through death to present you holy, that means set apart, and unblameable and unreprovable in his sight.